practicing. Hi there, I'm Dr. Bass. Welcome back to my channel where lessons lead to sound impressions. Class is now in session. So, as you can imagine and guess from the title and from what I was doing, we're going to go over arpeggios today. Okay, so I discussed what the definition of an arpeggio is in the last video, and I'll do it again. They are the notes of a chord played one after another, not together. That's what an arpeggio is. The notes of a chord played one after the other. So instead of doing something like this, where you have three different notes being played together, forming a chord, you have this instead. Arpeggios take longer to execute than a chord. A chord happens at once, but an arpeggio takes time. Okay, so you can remember it that way. Okay, so before we get started, I'd like to really impress upon something, and I didn't do that in the other videos. I have about 7 other videos out there right now. It's a lot of information too. It would be wise when you're watching these videos to take notes. Take notes. It has been scientifically proven that when you take notes, you remember all the more better. It's some ridiculous amount more that you remember when you take notes. That's why professors and teachers say in their classes, take notes, because you can't remember everything. Okay? I certainly can't. I take notes. It's important. Okay? So, just wanted to get that out there. So, without further ado, let's discuss the C arpeggios today, which consists of C minor, C major, A minor in first inversion, F major in second inversion, F minor in second inversion. Then we go back to C diminished seventh, and then we end on C dominant seventh. Okay? So with all that, I'm going to play this again for you. And then we're going to try to do something called target practice. Because what we need to do is whatever we do here, over here, we need to match it over here. We need to match it. And that's going to require some practice, some target practice. Okay? So let's go through the 7 arpeggios again, but over here in half position and first position. Let's turn this up a little louder. Just a little louder. So now we have all that in half position and first position. So now we need to start doing something a little different. We need to get out of half position and first position. Okay? So let's see. The first one is C minor. We have an E flat, first finger, D string. But we need an E flat on the A string. Okay? And when we have that E flat on the A string, it'll give us that G natural on the D string. Let's see what that looks like. Let's start from first finger, second position on C natural. We shifted only a half step. We were in second position. We shifted up a half step to second and a half position for fourth finger on E flat. Then we need a G. And there's G. Second finger on the D string. Second finger. Again. Okay? There it is. So now, play a little matching game with yourself. Okay? So now we have this. Okay, now we have that. Let's see what else we have. C major. Let's do this in first position. We can do it in half position, but let's do it in first position. Match this E with an E that's over here. How do we do it? Let's see what we can do. So now we have an E natural on the A string in third position. Fourth finger. Okay? Fourth finger. And then when we have fourth finger on E natural, then we have first finger on G natural. Okay? So now that target practice, if you need. And resetting. Okay? Ear training. Okay? So now we have C major. Let's refresh our drone. Now we need A minor, first inversion. A minor, first inversion with C down below. So we have this. We need a C over here, but an E natural over here, and an A natural over here. So if we remember the C major arpeggio, we have the answer. So if you knew then you have fourth finger, and that completes that arpeggio. Again, the target practice is second finger is the bus that gets the fourth finger to its destination. When it's all said and done, second finger achieves E flat. In this case, maybe D sharp. Once again, in harmonics, E flat, D sharp. Okay? But now going back, fourth finger is now the bus. I think I need to wipe off my strings. It's another thing that you should do if your bow starts to kind of hydroplane. Okay? Try this again. Fourth finger is the bus that gets second finger back. So fourth finger over here must achieve C sharp. Okay? But C sharp is a part of that slide, that shift. Okay? Let's refresh our drone and let's go to fourth position. Okay? F second inversion. F major, second inversion. Because we were just in third position. Okay, we were just in third position with this. Going to go a little further now, just a little further. Okay? Where are we going? We need a perfect fourth above C. We need this note. But we need this note somewhere else. Okay? Now we're in fourth position. So the game is no look-sees. Be as efficient as that blind person. Okay? Use your mind's eye coupled with your ears and your muscles. Let's make a mistake. Let's make a mistake. A manufactured mistake. Okay? So let's see what this sounds like. We need an F natural after the C. A perfect fourth. Okay? It's a grumbly interval. It's a grumbly interval, but it's a great interval. Okay? We need that interval on the A string. So I'm going to manufacture a mistake. Went a little sharp. Okay, so hear that you've gone a little sharp. Too sharp. Still. Better. Okay? Too flat. Okay? So now what do we need? Refresh your ears. And I suggest that you practice these slides slowly. Practice these slides slowly. It's almost a tongue twister. Almost. Practice these slowly. You don't win the race by practicing fast. You win the race by practicing slowly. That's where all the training is. Then over time, once you're used to it, then you can increase the metronome marking and do things faster. Okay? So faster. Because now, oh wow, now you're used to it. Now if you keep practicing it, you get used to it. Muscle memory. Muscle memory. Okay? Then as you practice other motions, you get used to it. You almost won't want to play down here anymore. It's the fun part, okay? Because you can do things in other positions, on other strings, which means what? It's an unexpected side effect. With playing these arpeggios on other strings, you get other colors. Each string has their specific color. A personality, if you want, if you will. Okay? So you had this arpeggio. But if you do it this way, it's a darker color. It's a darker color. Okay? Now, since this instrument is tuned differently, I'm going to still play it. If I were playing on that instrument, it would be a better representation. But I'm going to show you what the different colors of the instrument are. Okay? So we still need this C natural. But I need the C natural over here. See how much deeper that is? Okay? So we need this. with me, I have to transpose, okay, because this string is not at its regular pitch. So forgive me for that. Okay, but if I were on my other warrior, it would be that fingering. Okay, it would be that fingering. Okay, it would be still yet a different color. Okay, so string instrumentalists play things in different positions, in higher positions, other strings, maybe because they want a different color, change things up a little bit. Okay, what's next? F minor, second inversion. So we have this. F minor, second inversion. But we need this to happen up here. Let's see what we can do. Practice. If you have problems getting back down here, remember, keep practicing that. Get your pitch. And also remember that when you come back here, the spread of your fingers must be different. Okay? There we go. All without looking. Why? Because you are telling your mind, telling your muscles in your ears, your mind and your ears are telling your muscles what to do, where to do it, how to do it. Okay? So we need this fourth, which we had from the F second inversion arpeggio. So if you had this one, then you can do this. Okay? So I also tell my students, look for the similarities. When you find those, then your job can be a whole heck of a lot easier. Okay? So look for the similarities. If you've done this motion going to a certain pitch, then use that advantage to get other things. If you go back there, shouldn't forget. Okay? Use. I say, or an old teacher of mine used to say, Mr. Similarity. Okay? Use Mr. Similarity. Let's refresh our drone. All right, so we got the F minor second inversion. Same thing. Fourth finger is still the bus that gets it back. And this time the bus is going to the depot empty. The finger before the shift is the finger after the shift. Okay? Over here, the finger before the shift, once again, is the finger after the shift. That's okay. If you want to do this for practice, finger before the shift. Shifts where there are passengers on the bus. Start with either second finger or first finger. Who cares? Start with second finger. So now second finger is the finger before the shift. The finger before the shift shifts. Now going back. The finger before the shift, comma, shifts. Period. So we have fourth finger acting as the bus. Okay? To get second finger back to its stop. Okay? What's next? C dominant 7. C, no, not C dominant 7. C diminished 7. C dominant is last. Okay? This time we'll do C diminished 7. All minor thirds. But we need that somewhere else. We need that somewhere else. So you know something? Let's start on first finger, C natural, second position. Extra rosin on there. Maybe I need to rehear. That's when things open back up. We'll get a rehear. Promise. So now we have all minor thirds, which kind of makes this this arpeggio fun and almost kind of easy. Okay. Now we're only going with this arpeggio. We're going kind of close. Okay, we're still using positions that border one another. Okay, second position over here, and third position where we end up on an A natural. Okay. So let's see what's going on. First finger is the bus that gets fourth finger to its location. Now we pick up another passenger. Now the transfer to another bus. First finger is the bus that gets fourth finger to its destination. And we're there. Now we need a return trip. So now fourth finger is the bus that gets first finger to its location. Okay? Got it. Now we need a transfer. And now we're on another bus. Fourth finger gets first finger to its location. And there goes our drone. And that's okay. So you see all the transfers we have here? Okay? Let's go with C dominant 7 now. I know I mentioned C dominant before, but it's a mistake. C dominant 7. Let's refresh our drone. So we have here, first of all, or we can do it this way. This way. Now we're going to start shifting. Okay? We're going to shift to second position. A little bus here. First finger is the bus. That gets fourth finger to its destination. Come back. Now fourth finger is the bus that gets first finger to its location. And we're complete. Okay? And one more way. We're going to go up the A string this time. See what happens. And then we're going to go up after the A string, we're going to go up the D string to complete it. Let's see what happens. Remember that dominant 7th acts in certain ways to diminished. Okay? We had it over here. Over here, all minor thirds. Okay, except for this major third that's over here. Okay? So, once again, we have first finger is the bus. That gets fourth finger to its location. And now we need that transfer. And then now first finger is the bus that gets fourth finger to its location. We're coming back. We need that return ticket. Okay? So now we have fourth finger. That gets first finger to its location. Now we need that transfer. Now we have here fourth finger acting as the bus to get first finger to its location. Okay? It's a lot of bus rides. A lot of transferring. Okay? But as you can see over here, we're not going that far. You still may need to do target practicing. Okay? So a little game that I suggest you do is this. Okay? A little game that I suggest you do is this. Play your arpeggios one way, then play them a different way. Practice that fearless shifting. Have that golden rule in your mind. The finger before the shift, comma, shifts, period. Okay? Don't look. But if you're going to look, let me stop there and I'll refresh the drone. Let me qualify something. If you're going to look, then get a mirror. Get a mirror. Because that way, you will be able to see the trees through the forest. Or is it the forest through the trees? I forget which one it is. But you'll be able to see everything. Not looking here, you only see a tiny bit, a very tiny bit. But when you have a nice sized mirror, then you can see what you're doing. Oh, yeah. You can see everything. You can see the forest through the trees. I think that's what it is. It just came to me. All right? So if you're going to look with any of this, don't look locally. Look long distance. Look long distance. That's how you're going to really train yourself. Not looking here. You look here, you create a crutch that is very difficult to break. Okay? Very difficult to get rid of. Okay? If you do this, you create a strength. Okay? By looking in the mirror, and I even tell my students, play with your eyes closed. You can either look in a mirror, or you can do it with your eyes closed. Take your pick. I torture my students, but that's okay. They enjoy it and you learn something. And that's what this is all about. Fearless learning. Okay? Fearless learning. And then along the way, we can have a little fun too. All right? Nothing wrong with having a little fun while you're learning. Let's get our drone back. And to conclude this lesson, I'd like you to play this little game. Go through all the arpeggios. Go through one and then play it differently. Go through another one and play it differently. I'm going to explain. See how well you can match. All right? I think I played one backwards, but that's okay. You get the idea. Okay? And I say also, for an extra challenge, do not do this exercise with vibrato. Okay? Because one could vibrato their way out of bad intonation. Okay? Only when you're solidified with your pitch. I think we have Nats in here as well. Only when you're solidified with something. And so forth and so on. Vibrato sounds so much better when the original note is in tune, when the regular note is in tune. So once again, just to recap everything, because we've learned a lot today. We learned arpeggios. We learned no fear shifting. We learned the matching game. Okay? We learned that taking the bus is not such a bad thing. But using it properly, using the fingers as a means of transportation for another finger to get to its location is a good thing. Okay? And like I said, we have that game, that matching game that we play. Okay? And get a mirror. Get a nice size mirror. They're not that expensive. Get a nice size mirror. Maybe this wide, maybe 4 feet long, so that you can see your entire being as you play. But don't look here, because you won't do yourself any favors, and you will feel it later on when you don't have that mirror and you need to look someplace else, but you're still trying to look over here. There's nothing there. It all looks the same. It looks the same from here all the way to here. If I saw notes actually on the fingerboard, wow, that would be great. But there are no notes here. There's no tape. So again, do like that blind person, okay? Do like that blind person. And lastly, take notes. Take notes. It's not just about playing the instrument, okay? Take notes. You will remember better, okay? You will remember better, all right? So, once again, thank you for coming to my class. Thank you for visiting us again, myself and my crew. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and hit that notification bell so when new videos come out, you are quickly alerted, okay? Also, support this, okay? Please support this. This is education that I'm putting out there, very important education that people pay for, okay? So support this so that I can do other projects, okay? So once again, I'm Dr. Bass. I hope you've gotten my gist, class.